Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. September 1st, the kids are going to school, Rebiata going to school, and new month, new energy, new room for new miracles, hopefully. So let's manifest the greatest thing this month. I have today 3 topics for you. And before I start with the news, guys, I want to show you where I am and then address something very important regarding my channel. So you see this lovely green arrangement here with the plants. They actually have been doing this when I was in Moscow in July, and it's such a lovely place. It's actually right at the front of TUM, which is this very luxurious department store. And when we step outside here, I will show you. This is the Kuznetsky Most area right behind me. It used to have the name on the top of this building, but it's no longer there. So this is quite busy area, very close to Bolshoi Theater, which, by the way, I will be visiting on the 15th of September. So in 2 weeks from now, going to see the performance. And Boris Godunov, right, that's the name, Boris Godunov. So guys, today we will be addressing 3 topics from TASS, but before I get into it, I want to tell you there is, in the last 2 or 3 days, there has been very intense spamming on my channel. Someone or many people or artificial intelligence, who knows what, created the channels that are impersonating me. So they use the name of my channel through the eyes of, then they put different numbers, different digits behind the name, and then you have also my face in the avatar, right? Like the face of the owner of the channel. So pretty much they take my channel and they just add some numbers to it, and they are contacting you via comments. They tried underneath the videos, and then they went into the community page, because those are mostly approved comments, right? So they are asking you for some money, they're giving you the WhatsApp number. I will never do that, so I just want you to be careful about it and cautious about it, because it's clearly a dangerous thing to get engaged with those people. And just to use your common sense, if you click on this channel and you see there are no videos, it's just my name and my face, what is this channel, right? Like, let's just use your common sense. We're gonna cross the street in a second, so bear with me. All right, so please be careful, because those scammers are everywhere. I keep on reporting them, I keep on blocking them and all sorts of things, but they appear all the time, non-stop. It's very frustrating, but you know, it's incredible how YouTube is not taking care of this stuff. So everyone, which way we go today? We haven't really went this way together. Let's go this way. We never went there together. Usually in this area you have people playing music. Hopefully I won't have any copy strike, so I have to maybe talk over them. But today 3 articles come from TASS. 2 are related to the conflict in Ukraine, which I will read to you in a second, and the last one is about new viruses that might be coming out very soon. Medvedev addressed that issue yesterday, I think. So let's start with the first article, which is about Ukraine getting more tanks. Well, actually, not even more, but getting those that have been promised to Ukraine. So this is September 1st, which is today, and it says Ukraine might get its first 10 Abram tanks in mid-September. According to the report, the tanks have already been delivered to Germany and will be delivered to Ukraine after repairs. Washington reported, this is from today, in mid-September the armed forces of Ukraine might get the first 10 US mode M1 Abrams tanks out of the 31 pledged to the Kiev government. So 31 were promised, 10 is on its way. The Politico newspaper wrote, quoting Pentagon officials, the United States is committed to expedite the delivery of the 31 tanks to Ukraine by fall. There is a cool place to sit down, so just bear with me. The newspaper quoted US Army Europe and Africa spokesperson Colonel Martin O'Donnell, as he was saying in his words that 200 Ukrainian servicemen have completed their training course in using M1 Abrams at US training bases in Germany. They are now working to ensure they stay proficient on the tanks at the base in Germany. This is army base, let me just pronounce it correctly, I hope, in German. Grafenwöhr. Grafenwöhr. So 10 tanks coming that will be probably destroyed within less than a week. And when the tank is destroyed, so are killed the people that operate those tanks, correct? By the way, if you're wondering where we are, this is the area. This is still very close to Bolshoi. It's Marriott Hotel, Aurora. A lot of shopping places here, very nice restaurants. And of course, this is my favorite street, Pietrovka. I don't know, maybe I had some past lives here because I love this street so much. And now let's go to the topic number 2, which is about the training that will take place in the next 4 to 6 months, and then about 1 or 2 years. Just to show you where we are. Maybe I can sit here so you can have some view. All right. Perfect. Let's get into the news number 2. Ukrainian pilots to train 4 to 6 months in Denmark and 1 to 2 years in Ukraine. So my question here is, just reading this time frame, does this mean that they are planning on this conflict to continue for the next 2 years? Let me read you this. Ukrainian military pilots will train to fly F-16 jets in Denmark for 4 to 6 months, while their training in the UK will take 1 to 2 years. So in Denmark half a year, but in the UK from 1 year to 2 years. Ukrainian Air Force spokesman Yuri Ignat said that, according to the spokesman, the time frame differs because experienced pilots were sent to Denmark, while piloting academy graduates were sent to the UK. So pilots who had experience are in Denmark and those who are just graduating to the UK. Now his words, the pilots that we sent to Denmark are ready. They have flight time, they have combat experience, but on Soviet-made planes only. They need to train for different vehicles, the F-16s, and that would take some time. And he continues, everything is interested in the time, everyone is interested in the time frame, but they will be different because each pilot has individual training. Previously, both our Western partners in the US and ourselves said it optimistically that the training time will take half a year, and the American side even said that 4 months could be enough. Well, I have no idea how long it takes, but let me just flip the page. The UK already trained our fresh graduated in 2023, they will receive basic training, Ignat said, adding that the British training program will include flying a single-engine plane first and only then a jet plane. The British training program will also include in-depth learning of the English language and the English aviation terminology. Here, however, we are not talking about months, but about years, because the training program will take at least 1 or 2 years in any case. So I have a question for you guys. If they are planning training for the next 2 years, at least a year, do you think, how long do you think this conflict will go on? My question here. If there is 2 years of training the new graduates, what is just, what's in your mind, what's your feeling like? I would like to hear from you. How long this will go on? Because from what we are hearing from all the experts, it can't go on for much longer, since they are short with men. The equipment is being destroyed, so even if they still keep on getting new equipment, like how long those 10 tanks, Abrams tanks, will last? Few days, 1 week? So leave the comments please in this, on this topic, because I'm really curious, what do you think about it? How they can even strategize like this, how they can plan like this. Is it psychological move to give some hope and encourage those poor people who will be sent to die? And let's go into the last article I have, and that is coming from TASS as well. Medvedev is talking about new viruses. Let me read you part of it. It's not long, but very on point. Medvedev points to the risk of emergence of new artificial viruses. The deputy head of Russia's Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, believes that the world might see the emergence of new viruses of not only natural but also of artificial origin. He was speaking at the opening of meeting of the Presidium of the Presidential Council on Science and Education. There is more, yes, right here. And he said his words: new viruses can be not only natural but also artificial origin. He emphasized that Russia, like many other countries, was closely monitoring what was going on in this field. He also recalled Russia's concerns about the US biomilitary activity in the post-Soviet space. Medvedev stressed that the Pentagon had set up dozens of specialized biolabs and centers around Russia. Now, his words again, quoting him: despite the rhetoric and assurances to the effect that all this activity is purely scientific or aimed at maintaining the epidemiological well-being of the population, we know that this is not quite true, to put it mildly. It is obvious that during the special military operation, evidence of this hostile activity was obtained, he said. He also called for paying the closest attention possible to this kind of external threats and to ensure Russia's technological readiness for the emergence and spread of any new viruses. And we know that their script with the Shmovitz, variations of it, is not over, right? We all know it, don't we? So, as he mentioned that those labs have been placed all around Russia, I have no doubt that there are definitely some in Poland, because it's almost obvious, right? Like how they wouldn't be there. Very, very dangerous stuff, guys. And I just wonder, is there ever a chance that all of this will be removed and never have any chance to exist anymore and threatens lives of people, because how can you live your life like, you know, you never know what they're gonna throw on you, right? I'm very optimistic and all of it, but it's just thinking about it. They're gonna throw on you the weather manipulation, poison your food, poison the water, create those laboratories, create some schmovitz. Yeah, so only God can help us, right? Save us from all of this BS going on. But that's all I have for you, everyone. Just one more time, quick reminder, please don't respond to any scammers, because I'm very quick with this stuff, okay? Like, I block it right away and I delete it right away, but they are like on steroids, I'm telling you, the last few days. So pay attention to anyone who's claiming to be my channel, but it's not. Block it. When you report it, make sure that you're not reporting me, but them, please. I appreciate. And definitely join me on Locals, because the platform is safe. Even using certain words like I was using today in this video might create an issue, so be aware of it. Follow me on Instagram for the pictures from here as well. Join my mailing list. You find me on Rumble too, and you can buy me a coffee if you feel like. You don't have to, zero pressure, but if you feel like, you can buy me a coffee for my trip to China. And all I will say to you today is lots of love. Remember, guys, we are the leading edge, and we are rewriting the history and saving the humanity. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.